Association, and on behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Council of Tri-Valley High School, welcome to Rich Longerberger Court and this afternoon's varsity basketball game between the Lady Dogs and visiting Philo. Please welcome Coach Dan Hilty and the Lady Electrics to the doghouse. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the playing of the national anthem. The officials for this afternoon's game have been selected according to procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and its Board of Directors.
Hello and welcome to Tri-Valley High School for some high school basketball on a Saturday afternoon. The Tri-Valley Lady Scotties and the Philo Lady Electrics on tap for you. Will Ford with Dave Hilliard. And Dave, the Tri-Valley Lady Scotties, since coming back from quarantine, they lost to Sheridan, and then they have 2 wins in a row against John Glenn and Logan. But offensively, it's been a little bit of a struggle for them. And against Logan, they had 24 turnovers. It wasn't the prettiest game for them offensively. And Philo, they're a team that's coming in, losing 3 of their last 5 games, so they're kind of on a little bit of a cold streak right now. But it's an opportunity for Tri-Valley to kind of get back into their flow offensively, because the last time that these two teams played, Tri-Valley got the win pretty easily by more than 20 points.
Well, Will, this is Tri-Valley's 3rd game in 4 days, so that's in itself is a little bit taxing, but I was even in my own notes prior to the game. I said they've struggled since the Sheridan game. Well, they still won. I mean,
right.
They've won 2 games, those last 2 games. They've won 10 of their last 11. They had an 8-game winning streak into that Sheridan game, then got beat by Sheridan, who ended up beating one of the top teams in Division III in the state of Ohio the other night, Union Local. So Sheridan's still playing very good basketball, so no disgrace at all in losing to the #1 team in Division II, but they did struggle mightily the other night with turnovers, to say that they did struggle. 24 turnovers in that game against Logan, some of them just completely unforced, and I know it's something that Coach Kaufman a little bit upset with, not happy with that and how they executed. So looking for a better effort there, and I'd say they're looking for a clean basketball game. They'd just rather be more efficient on offense, take care of the basketball better, and then just play overall just a little bit cleaner and sharper basketball. So they'll have a chance here against a team they handled pretty well, beat Philo by 23 the first time out. So it's a game that they know they can handle if they just execute properly.
And do you think Philo maybe watched the film for the last game against Tri-Valley, knowing what Logan did with the full court press, then back into the zone, and it really gave the Lady Scotties a lot of problems? Do you think the Lady Electrics kind of took a look at that and said, hey, maybe we might try that here today?
Well, we had talked before the last game. We hadn't seen that many teams play a zone against Tri-Valley, so something I would entertain. I'd maybe come up with some pressure and back into that zone and make them shoot us out of it. Because that seems to be the Achilles heel for Tri-Valley girls, has been just consistently from the perimeter shooting the basketball.
Tri-Valley wins the opening tip. Lexi Howe up top, and she had 25 against Logan just the other night on Thursday. And a traveling violation on Anna Krupa, who hit a near half-court shot to end the first half the other night. She played pretty well.
Tri-Valley with some full court pressure here.
Amasia Barnett gets all the way to the basket, gets hit hard. No whistle. Now Riley Tracy in transition. Lexi Howe will float one up from the baseline. Left it short. Olivia Dement will walk it up the court. Lexi Howe with some really good ball pressure and a nice 5-second call there defensively.
Had a feeling that was coming. She'd done a good job containing her on the dribble and just stayed in front, didn't put her hands on her, and got the 5-second call. So turnover there for Philo. One apiece in the turnover department here early.
Now you see Tri-Valley get back to these dribble handoffs here. McLaughlin back in the lineup, tried to go baseline. And Howe hit a handful of threes in the first quarter as Riley Tracy knocks one down from the corner.
That's a good sign for Tri-Valley when Riley Tracy hits a three early. She's struggled a little bit from the perimeter here in a few games, so good for her to get off to a hot start early.
Barnett thought about a three from the corner. Nice little dump off just on the low block and missed an opportunity there. Kirsten Harper was a little too wide open. And then Dupler is fouled the other way.
Nice look there by Riley Tracy in the bounce pass getting to Dupler. She just got hacked across the arm. Didn't get a chance to get the 3-point play, but she does get 2 here.
Well short on the first one, right off the front of the rim. Bailey Dement checks in for Philo. Dupler 0 for 2 from the foul line. And Bailey Dement bring it up the floor. 3-0 Tri-Valley after a three-pointer from Riley Tracy to draw first blood for the Lady Scotties. Almost 2 minutes into the first quarter. Barnett hits into the body of Taylor Dupler. Blocking foul called.
Call that on Tracy, though, on the reach-in. It's not, not the contact from Dupler.
Inbound to Amasia Barnett. Pass deflected by Riley Tracy. And Dave, you say this all the time. It seems like she's always got her hand on the ball as Lexi Howe trips over a couple feet.
She always is around the basketball. She just has a knack for just being in the right place, and she gets her hands on the ball. Had a couple of blocks the other night against Logan, and again, there she was again. Got the ball down there. They dribbled to the baseline and then picked it up. That wasn't a good spot offensively for Philo at all.
Lexi Howe takes the handoff right into a double team, and here's a steal for Philo. Transition basket. And the first basket for Philo. Zoe Dodson.
A lot of the teams want to switch that handoff, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Some other teams, they'll try to stay. They won't switch it, but then other teams try to trap it, and that's what Philo did right there, and that created a turnover.
Riley Rhodes in the game for Philo, and Chloe Irvin will sit down. Five minutes, 26 seconds on the clock, first quarter. Only 2 made field goals so far in the first. Some really good ball pressure from Riley Tracy. Philo gets it back, but Lexi Howe takes it away, and Tracy now has 5 points and a foul. Has the first 5 of the game for the Lady Scotties and a chance to make it the first 6 of the game with a 3-point play.
That foul's on Bailey Dement. That's her first. Team third here early for Philo. Riley Tracy a chance to add to her total of points, and that's going to give her 6 points, and it's 6 points for Tri-Valley as they lead 6-2 here early.
And you can really see the pressure defensively early for Tri-Valley. It's usually always on. That switch is never turned off. But you can sense the intensity. Almost midway through the first quarter here in Dresden. And Kirsten Harper picked up her dribble, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, deflection, and it's going to stay with the team in blue.
Is off Riley Tracy's hand. Once again, she had her hand on the basketball. She really didn't want to right there because the ball went out of bounds, but once again, she's got her hands on it. Almost another steal.
Good catch and a good baseline jumper, a Major Barnett.
Nice little pull-up jumper there for her.
And Lexi Howe gambled on that inbounds pass, trying to get to it. Backdoor cut. Anna Krupa can't get the floater to go. Offensive rebound. Now Ditmar is going to get all the way to the basket. No good. Another offensive rebound. Taylor Dupler.
Taylor Dupler for Tri-Valley. She's got the rebound and the points.
And a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout for Dan Hilty and the Philo Electrics.
They're going to talk about that a little bit. 8-4 here early. Riley Tracy with 6 points so far, hitting the three, and then a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Taylor Dupler getting that two there, which drew the timeout. But again, a little bit more intensity level on defense than there was against Logan. 2 turnovers here early, but again, seem to be doing a little bit better job dribbling the basketball and trying to just not force things like they did the other night against Logan. It was a struggle. Just seemed like the entire ball game for Tri-Valley on offense. A little better here so far. Got some good looks. Philo did do a nice job trapping on that handoff one time and creating a turnover. So but there's always counters for those things. We'll see what Tri-Valley's girls come up with here.
And they showed a full court press look, but didn't trap out of it. Nice feed down low, one dribble and a layup. Riley Rhodes.
Riley Rhodes, 2 points.
With a 2-point basket, 8-6. Lexi Howe penetrates, kick it out to Carly Rose for 3.
Carly Rose, 3 points.
Quick answer to that Rhodes basket for Philo. Nice double. Krupa hits off her leg out of bounds.
Such a nice penetration there by Lexi Howe, and she drew the defense, kicked it out, and those are the easiest three-point shots to take. When you're already squared up, all you got to do is catch it and shoot it, and Carly Rose knocked it down from deep to make it 11-6.
Krupa gets her hands on the ball again. Almost down to 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Tri-Valley giving a little zone look here right now.
Kirsten Harper picks up her dribble. Looks like a 1-3-1, trapping out of it. Deep three for Philo. That's off the side of the rim. Howe rips away the defensive rebound. 2-on-2, hesitates. Wild shot, misses, but she gets her own miss. Dupler will fire a 3. Air ball, out of bounds. Electric's ball.
You could just tell when Howe had the ball and she crossed half court, she was going to the rim. There was not going to be anybody going to stop her, and unfortunately just lost a little control of it going up. So they did get the rebound, just couldn't convert that extra chance they got. So again, full court pressure here from Tri-Valley, trying to force something early.
Philo does a good job breaking it, but Chloe Irvin can't connect down low.
You got to finish those opportunities when you do beat that pressure.
Lexi Howe spots up, leaves it short, collects her own miss. Rose, who just hit a 3 moments ago. She'll reset the offense. Riley Tracy has 6 of Tri-Valley's 11. She'll pull up for 3, and that's her second three-pointer.
Riley Tracy, 3 points for Tri-Valley.
Make it 9. She's averaging 10.9 a game. She's almost there here early in there. She gets another steal. Coming behind once again. Riley Tracy, always around the basketball.
McLaughlin throws ahead to Carly Rose. Riley Tracy again for 3. And she gets the bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable touch from Riley Tracy. 3 for 3 from out there.
And an old-fashioned three-point play for 12 points here with still a minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Philo's got to get an answer here. Ditmar with a rejection on Caitlin Rose. A minute 20 remaining first quarter. Lexi Howe will walk it up the floor, fire a three and rattle it home. And a timeout called by Philo. Tri-Valley red hot from deep, 20-6. 5 3-pointers for the Lady Scotties.
My goodness, 5 3-pointers in the first quarter. Well, maybe you don't want to try to play a zone.
Maybe you don't.
No, they haven't given that look at all, but I don't think today it would be the answer. Riley Tracy on fire here so far. 3 3-pointers. Lexi Howe just got the one there, and Carly Rose has one. So early on, Tri-Valley sticking the ball in the basket. 20-6 here. The last time these two teams played, I mean, Tri-Valley handled them. It was 45-22. But, you know, each quarter it was like 11-4, 10-8, you know. So, but, boy, 20 points in a quarter here. I mean, that's a little bit of an offensive explosion here for the Scotties. So something I'm sure Coach Kaufman is excited about seeing since they struggled mightily the other night offensively. So good for the Scotties and good for Riley Tracy here getting off such a hot start. And they're going to pick up full court again here. Try to create some more havoc here on defense.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal.
And there's another turnover.
Barnett throws it too far for Irvin.
And that's the Electric's 5th turnover here so far. So the recipe for success for Tri-Valley has been to force turnovers and then capitalize on those turnovers. So we'll see if they can do it on this possession.
Bailey Dements for Philo picking up full court. Carly Rose gets trapped, ball on the floor. Ditmar saves it. They find McLaughlin down low.
Janie McLaughlin for Tri-Valley. Riley Tracy with the assist.
McLaughlin didn't play the last game. I think that's something they've really missed. She's has a nice presence inside and can score. And there's another turnover forced, the over and back. So 6 turnovers here for Philo, and they've got to find a way to stop the bleeding here. It's 22-6. They need the end of the quarter to come soon.
We still have 45 ticks till we get there. And 45 seconds may feel like 3 minutes for Philo at this rate. Riley Tracy rockets one to the corner. McLaughlin, cross-court pass. Carly Rose hits another three.
Carly Rose, that's a three-pointer. We'll give the assist to Janie McLaughlin.
Philo's trying to trap out of that defense right there. And a good team, they're going to see the trap coming, which they did. They find the open man, and there's Carly Rose again. Wide open, got a nice look at a three and hits it.
Couple missed shots. Barnett couldn't clean up the follow from the missed three-pointer. 7 seconds left in the corner. McLaughlin wide open from the left wing. That's off. 2 seconds. Krupa fires. No good. And we end the first quarter. A 25-6 lead for Tri-Valley. On fire from three-point land. And we'll be right back with the second quarter of play after a message from our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC Muskingum Valley Health Center.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Second quarter action set to get underway here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals. The Lady Scotties hit 6 first quarter threes to bolster them to a 25-6 lead after one. Philo with the ball to start quarter number 2, and it looks like Tri-Valley playing a little bit of zone here, and there's a turnover.
How about a weather forecast of it's raining threes in Dresden?
Missed shot Tri-Valley. Nice crossover from Olivia Dement.
There's Riley Tracy getting her hands on it and forcing yet another turnover.
Tracy's just all over the place in this game. Anna Krupa from the top of the key. She's off. There's going to be a foul. No, there's going to be a jump ball.
Krupa trying to get in on the action. She's like, I don't have a 3 yet.
But at the rate this team's going, it seems like everyone's going to have a 3 by the time this one's done.
Well, in the first quarter, just a couple of good numbers here. 6 threes for Tri-Valley, 6 turnovers for Philo. I mean, you have as many threes as the other team has turnovers. That's kind of an interesting little stat there, and that just tells you they're doing what they need to do. They're creating turnovers, and they're hitting the open shots.
Lexi Liddick in the game for Tri-Valley. Rose is open in the corner. They find her. Thought about a 3. She has 2 of them already. Lexi Howe has a 3. Krupa still scoreless. Almost a turnover there. Tri-Valley being really patient with their offense. They find Howe at the elbow. She gets doubled and a turnover. And then a double dribble from Kirsten Harper. She gets the steal, but then gives it right back to Tri-Valley.
Not good when turnover begets turnover. You know, you get a turnover, you want to capitalize at live ball turnover, push it ahead and maybe get an easy shot. And double dribble, so 3 turnovers for Tri-Valley, and that's now 9 for the Electrics.
Minute and a half gone by, second quarter. And they find Lexi Howe at the half spot. Back out to Liddick. Right wing 3. That's good. 7 threes. Why not?
Philo is in a matchup zone down there, and I don't know if that's really any kind of zone look right now. Is probably not the best thing to do, but
almost another steal, but a missed layup. Lexi Howe taps the rebound to herself, and that ball's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to be white ball. Kirsten Harper just couldn't get that one to drop down.
Philo going to go a little bit full court here and try to create some turnovers. Maybe they watched our broadcast the other night.
Dupler is just wide open. Takes it, jump stop, puts up a shot, way off. Amasia Barnett now throws it ahead. It's deflected. Dupler comes away with it. That's another turnover. The offense and defense working in unison here this afternoon. Lexi Howe, mid-range jumper. Lexi Liddick collects the rebound. She can't get it to fall. And a foul on the floor.
I think that's going to be on Dupler. Yep, that was on Taylor Dupler, and that's her first foul. Team's 3rd here of the first half. Philo also with 3 team fouls here, so pretty clean game in terms of the fouling situation so far.
Barnett breaks that press easily. Nice little fake, short off the front of the rim for Chloe Irvin. Now Carly Rose, who is just so fast with the basketball. Her pass is tipped. Liddick over to the corner, back to Liddick. Another 3, that one's no good. Dupler with the follow, can't get it to drop. 5 minutes on the clock, second quarter. And a 5-second call almost called as Harper picked up her dribble. She gets it back on the wing, has it stripped by Lexi Howe as she tried to rip through. Crossover, out to the corner, Krupa. Oh yeah!
Might as well get in on the action. 5th different Tri-Valley player with a 3-pointer here in the first half.
And we're going to have 3 subs come into the game for Tri-Valley. Riley Tracy, Kendall Boffman, and also Eva Ditmar.
Liddick, Howe, Tracy, Rose, Krupa, all now with 3-pointers for Tri-Valley here in the first half as they pushed that lead up to 31-6.
Almost midway through the second. Good drive to the basket, and Olivia Dement will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Try to get them in the scoring column. It's been a dry second quarter for them.
They called that one on.
Oh,
Boffman.
okay.
That's her first.
And they're going to call that on the floor as well, so no shots.
I thought that was a shooting foul for sure.
That's what I thought as well.
There's Riley Tracy with her hand on the ball again.
Blocking Barnett all the way to the rim, coast to coast, 14 points.
Have yourself a game, Riley Tracy.
Tri-Valley up 27. Still have a little under half of this second quarter to play. Eva Ditmore with a swat. What a game for the Lady Scotties. Starting to feel like their old selves again. Inbound to Dement. Throws it down to the block. One dribble, no good off the glass. Tracy with the rebound. Tracy tried to cut to the basket. Now Boffman will hand off to Howe. Carly Rose. Almost down to 3 minutes left in the first half. Kendall Boffman will penetrate out to Riley Tracy. Riley Tracy no good. That's her first miss from downtown. And the Scotties extremely active defensively. Anna Krupa is going to come in. Lexi Liddick. We also have 3 subs in the game for Philo. Bailey Dement and Zoe Dotson, 2 of those 3 players coming in for Philo. And then a steal right into the arms of Carly Rose. Krupa will line up a 3. Short. Boffman the rebound. Krupa can't get on it though. Philo comes away. Liddick got a hand on the basketball, altered that shot.
Thought she was going to come up with the steal.
So
she was
did I.
making up ground there.
And Zoe Dodson will go to the free throw line.
A chance for Philo to finally break the ice here in the second quarter. Haven't done it yet. Had 6 at the end of 1 and still with that miss. 6 here as we have 2:43 to go until halftime.
Zoe Dotson has 2 points. Now 3 points after making the second free throw, going 1 for 2. And that's the first point of the second quarter for the Lady Electrics. Now the Scotties really got to hurry here. Good job getting it to Krupa. One-handed finger roll.
Off the backboard for 2 points.
Krupa has 5 points now. And a steal for Carly Rose. She gets all the way to the basket, fouled, can't get it to drop, just off the front of the rim.
And that's going to be on Olivia Dement. That's going to be her second foul.
Carly Rose has 6 points, 2 threes, off on the first free throw. And it's always nice when your best player doesn't have to do too much. Lexi Howe getting a nice breather here. They're up 28 points. She hasn't had to do too much scoring the basketball. Carly Rose misses both free throws.
Well, and they got to turn around and play again Monday. I mean, they're
right.
going to have another game on Monday, so it's going to be 4 and 6 days. So you get a chance to rest her, you might as well do it.
Bailey Dement misses the baseline floater, tries to hustle to save the basketball, and there's going to be a foul on Rose.
Good hustle all the way around there. Just a little push there from Rose. And that's 6 team fouls here. Next foul will be free throws for the Electrics. My favorite team nickname of the MVL, the Electrics.
I love the name. We're inside 2 minutes, second quarter. A nice little shot drops in for Chloe Irvin. That's the first made field goal for the Electrics this quarter. And then a quick basket the other way. Anna Krupa.
She's having herself a quarter here. That's her 7th point of the second quarter.
It was all Riley Tracy in the first. Mostly Anna Krupa in the second, and a traveling violation on Dement.
And that is now 14 turnovers here for Philo. We still have a minute and a half left to play here until halftime. 3 for Tri-Valley.
Philo still showing this full court press. Krupa picks up her dribble. Now Rose will race. Ditmar was open, cutting to the basket. But here's Kendall Boffman from the corner. Short, long rebound. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Scotties.
Boffman trying to get in on the 3 party. She just missed that one off the rim, but she would have been the 6th player with a 3 for Tri-Valley had that one gone.
Krupa inbounds to Rose outside the 3-point line.
There comes the back door.
Kicked ball, trying to find Liddick, who was on the cut. 65 seconds remaining in the first half. Rose over to Krupa and back to Rose. Ditmar wanted the ball down low. Krupa cuts. Boffman will try another 3. Short again. Rebound Dodson. 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Kirsten Harper picks up her dribble. Dement short on a 3. Good save by Dodson, but it's out of bounds off the hands of Kirsten Harper, who couldn't collect it.
Got a little bit tipped away from her and just couldn't control it. Try to get that offensive rebound in. So 37-9 here with 32 ticks left in the first half.
Boffman catches it off the inbound, not quite sure what to do with it, but she'll take it herself. Get all the way to the rim. 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Krupa over to Carly Rose. She tries a 3. Draws iron.
It's going to be free throws here for the Electrics.
And they call that on Krupa.
That's her first foul. The other night, seemed like we had people with multiple fouls. That's 7 team fouls, 7 different players with 1 foul here for Tri-Valley. So spreading those out a little better here than they did against Logan.
.15 seconds remaining in the quarter. And Olivia Dement to shoot 2. Or excuse me, it's a 1-and-1. Now it'll be 2.
You were right.
I should have just stuck with it.
You anticipated
I anticipated
well.
that she was going to make it. It's a good prediction. Should have stuck with my confidence. Been confident in it, and she goes 2 for 2. 14 seconds. Boffman has Ditmar posting up. They get it down there to her, and they're going to call a jump ball.
That's going to be Philo basketball here with 7.6 to go.
So they'll get the last shot of the quarter, presumably. Unless Tri-Valley can force a quick turnover. Inbound, Dement, 5 seconds. A 3 at the buzzer, no good from Kirsten Harper. And we end the first half. Tri-Valley way out in front, 37-11. Riley Tracy leading the way in scoring. Anna Krupa did a really good job in the second quarter. And the Scotties as a whole from the 3-point line have been nothing short of sensational, Dave. It's a really good first half of basketball for the Tri-Valley Scotties.
Well, the coach was looking for a little bit better play than he had the other night, and he is getting it offensively. 8 3-pointers. And now they've forced 14 turnovers. They've only turned the ball over themselves 3 times. So all around, just a little bit better execution here from Tri-Valley in this game. And I mean, 8 threes. I mean, a lot of teams would be happy with that in the game.
Right.
They had they had 6 in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter. So 8 threes here so far for Tri-Valley, and it's 37-11. I mean, it's out of reach already for Philo.
And to put this in perspective, Tri-Valley, the first time out against Philo, scored 45, and they're already 37. They already have 37 on the board. They're pretty much already there, and they're going to likely surpass that scoring number from last time. And let's just say if Philo scores 11 in the second half, doubles their score, that would equal what they had back in December of 2020. Yeah. So a really good game so far for Tri-Valley, and they lead by 26. And after a 10-minute halftime here, we'll be back with the second half of play between the Lady Electrics and the Lady Scotties. We'll have messages from our sponsors as well, Rankin and Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers. We'll be right back here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
Hey, this is Sergeant Raz. This is what it's like in the National Guard. Did I mention it was part-time? I give them my time, they pay for my education. We all have family. This is my extended one. What are you doing today? Check out nationalguard.com.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well. Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
In the Army National Guard, my part-time service lets me serve close to home, keep a full-time job, and earn money for school. I really can have it all in the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to find out more.
Welcome back to Tri-Valley High School. Tri-Valley Lady Scotties way out in front over the Philo Lady Electrics, 37-11, a 26-point lead. Will Ford here with Dave Hilliard on youtube.com/Storied Rivals. We want to thank our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC Muskingum Valley Health Centers. And Dave, that was a great first half, like we noted about 10 minutes ago for Tri-Valley. The 8 3-pointers, the 6 threes in the first that really bolstered them and put them way out in front. But for Philo, I mean, you almost have to treat this like a 0-0 game to start the second half and just go out there and try to win these first few minutes of the third quarter.
Right, and that's always a key point to every basketball game is that first 4-minute stretch of the second half. And you'd like to try to play even or at least, get a W out of this first 4 minutes if you're Philo. So see what they can do coming out of the locker room here in the second half.
Dittmar, a nice find to Dupler.
Taylor Dupler with the points. Eva Dittmar gets the assist. 2 points.
Dittmar with the dime.
Tri-Valley is still that 1-3-1 look they're going to try to trap you out of.
And Philo played kind of a matchup zone look throughout most of that first half. Didn't work incredibly well with the 3-point shooting of Tri-Valley. There's going to be
called an alternate possession there. So it's going to go to Philo here. Tri-Valley had the first possession of the half, so yes. Philo basketball on that one.
I didn't see the thumbs go up for the jump ball. So
I didn't either. I think it was
that's why I was a little confused. Like, is there a foul? Or
they just agreed that was the call.
Turnover, Anna Krupa.
Nice pass.
Nice dish to Riley Tracy.
Really nice fundamentals right there by both girls. The nice bounce pass and Riley Tracy catching it and scoring with her left hand.
Taylor Dupler had the arms out wide, didn't reach in, but they call her for the foul.
That's going to be her second foul. First of the half here for Tri-Valley.
And a shot falling away, goes out of bounds, doesn't draw any rim. Miss from Kirsten Harper. Excellent job breaking the press there. Anna Krupa had 7 in that second quarter for Tri-Valley. Lexi Howe only has 3 points, 1 3-pointer. Dupler now at the free throw line, or now Tracy, Lexi Howe. Dittmar with her left, shoots it with the right, can't get it to go off the glass, but Dupler is really active.
She got fouled there by Chloe Irvin. That's going to be her first foul. Both post players, Dittmar and Dupler, both very active inside here for Tri-Valley today. They've come up with some offensive boards and some scoring opportunities inside.
Riley Tracy's just wide open the corner, has all day to shoot. Can't get it to fall, it rattles out. But they get an offensive rebound. Howe will try a 3. Short, Riley Tracy gets fouled, trying to put it back in.
That's going to be Riley Rhodes' first foul. And Tracy at the line here.
Tracy with 2 shots.
Trying to add to her 16 points already.
Leaves it short. Bailey Bennett will check in for Philo. Amasia Barnett will sit down. Riley Tracy goes 1 for 2.
Tri-Valley 2 for 6 here as a team so far. 2 for 7, excuse me. So something they're not really executing well from the free throw line today.
But with the scoreboard the way it is, doesn't really matter in this one as they lead by 31. Lexi Howe attacks the basket and gets the deuce.
Wish he gathered that and really just took it strong to the rim and got an easy layup out of it. Tri-Valley still in that 1-3-1 look where they're going to try to trap you again. It's giving Philo all kinds of problems here.
Almost forced another turnover. Went off of Anna Krupa out of bounds.
We're talking about trying to win that first 4 minutes, and it's not going well here. It's 7-0 run out of the locker room here in the second half for Tri-Valley, and another turnover.
Krupa gets the steal, gets fouled on the fast break opportunity.
And that one's going to be on Bailey Dement. Somebody can make a couple free throws here for Tri-Valley.
There's 1 for Krupa. And that free throw matches the total they had the last time out against Philo, 45 points, now 46. And we still have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third quarter and a whole fourth quarter to play. Dement will launch a 3. Bailey Dement misses. Offensive rebound. Kirsten Harper tries to spin on Tracy.
There's Tracy forcing another turnover.
One-handed pass looking for Dupler. Bailey Dement hits the bleachers right in front of us. No basket for Tri-Valley. That's just great hustle from Dement. And she shook that one off. Drops Dupler on her feet. Can't hit the 3. And then a foul on the floor.
There's a frustration foul from Bailey. She hit the bleachers down here, comes down, misses a shot, and then a little frustrated there. I think that's going to be her 3rd foul.
Lexi Liddick will come in for Riley Tracy. Tracy's had a great game, the first half especially. Dement taps that one out of bounds. This game.
That was a turnover from Tri-Valley there.
Oh, okay.
Dement was, or it was, I think it wasn't her, that was Barnett, I think, that was causing a little pressure back here in the backcourt and knocked it off Lexi Howe.
Dement picks up her dribble, almost fell down. Almost midway through the third quarter here in Dresden. Nice move attacking the basket and a good find and going to the line. Riley Rhodes for 2 shots. Amasia Barnett with a great pass to find her.
That foul on Dittmar, that's her first, team second here for the Lady Scotties here in the second half.
First one missed from Rhodes.
Trying to get Philo on the scoreboard here. Still yet to score in the second half. 4:15 to go in the quarter.
And it's very similar to how the second quarter went for Philo as Rhodes gets the first point of the third. Krupa picks it up all the way down at the other end. Now Liddick finds Howe, one dribble, and a steal from Rhodes.
got in the passing lane there, got herself a turnover. So 5 turnovers for Tri-Valley now.
A trap in the corner and a deflection. Might have been a block shot.
Block shot, yeah.
Krupa, a nice feed to Rose and drops it in the cup.
Number 12, Carly Rose.
Carly Rose has 8 points. Anna Krupa has 9. Riley Tracy only 5 in this game. She had 25 against Logan. And she gets a steal, and then it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Scotties. 3:26 left in the third quarter. A couple of subs, Riley Tracy and Kendall Boffman.
Philo keeps going into that corner, and in that 1-3-1, that's where Tri-Valley wants to trap you. You've got the baseline, you got the sideline as extra defenders, and that's twice in a row they've got there. Twice in a row that Tri-Valley's turned them over. They've got to keep the ball out of that corner, that below the free throw line down in that corner. That's just an instant trap. Tri-Valley, hands all over the basketball. They're getting more turnovers. You get it in that corner.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Ditmar can't collect the pass. It goes out of bounds. Tracy can't save it. The Lady Scotties have quadrupled up the Lady Electrics here, 48-12. As we approach 3 minutes left in the third. Barnett fires a 3. Offensive rebound and a block shot from Riley Tracy. There she is again, Dave.
Just always has a way of being there. And again, that's another block, and she's come up. She had a couple of blocks. She had 2 or 3 blocks the other night against Logan. That's at least her second one today. I mean, along with the turnovers that she seems to create all the time. There's had her hand on the ball again.
Barnett will throw one up and get fouled.
We're calling that on Boffman.
No good on the first free throw for Barnett, and Tri-Valley's already locked up the #1 seed in the Eastern District. And they're going to host the 18 seed Beaver Local on February 20th, Dave, and that'll be coming up here soon. But they'll get to host throughout, all the way up through the district final if they keep winning. And with this game right here, it's a pretty good tune-up for them. I mean, it seems like they're back on track. Ditmar's going to go coast to coast, get blocked, but she's fouled.
It looked like that was on Caitlin Rose. That's going to be her first foul. Yeah, it is kind of nice. That's the East District has done that. They let you host, not quite all the way up through the district finals, but they're going to this year.
Ditmar's high arcing free throw, no good. But I guess hosting all the way through the district final just kind of makes it easier with the pandemic and things like that.
Yes.
You just try to reduce complications. Try to make it as simple as possible for the state tournament. And another turnover for Philo.
Tri-Valley'd certainly like to get back there again. I mean, made it to Columbus. We're in Columbus ready to play when the tournament got canceled last year. So it's tough when you realize that dream of making it all the way to the Final Four and then you don't get to play the games.
I mean, 10 minutes away from the arena, getting ready. I mean, you're literally about to step off the bus in a couple minutes and cannot. You just can't. Like, I imagine hearing that news when you're 10 minutes away and you're like, that's a joke, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The guys from Storied Rivals, Clark worked the game the other night with us, and he was telling us about how that all worked, and they did the farewell, they videoed all that here in Dresden, and waiting to meet them in Columbus, and then they're like, don't tape anything else right now.
And I stumbled across a video today, and I don't know how I didn't see this, but after the pandemic kind of canceled everybody's seasons and cut it short for a lot of teams, including the Scotties, who would have been in the Final Four. They were actually featured on Scott Van Pelt's Sports Center.
Yes, I remember that.
And I came across that video today. I had not seen it until this afternoon. I thought that was really cool that Scott Van Pelt gave this crew, along with the seniors that were on this team last year, a shout-out. They ended up knocking off the #1 team. I believe that was Circleville at the time, yes. And would have went to the Final Four and had a chance to get to the championship, but we'll never know now.
Usually watch Van Pelt for the bad beats segment. That's usually my favorite.
We have under 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. And the score is 49-14.
Nice kick out there, but just couldn't get it to go. Nice penetration and kick, but had a good look, but couldn't knock it down.
Boffman drives, throws it up with her right hand, can't drop it in. Jump ball between Ditmar and Irvin.
That's going to stay with Tri-Valley this time.
Carly Rose is going to come in. Riley Tracy, who has 17 points, will take a seat.
Both of these teams are back in action again Monday, Will. As Morgan will be here, and then Heath visits Philo on Monday.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is the last game of the regular season for Tri-Valley. Maybe it's not. Maybe they do have one more.
They play at Maysville the 13th, the game that got rescheduled.
It's hard to know with all these schedule changes all the time.
Yes, it is.
And
it's very fluid.
Lexi Liddick with a nice deflection, but Philo gets it back. Missed shot off the glass from Rose. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the third. Rose is wide open in the corner for three.
Go ahead. Ninth three of the game for Tri-Valley.
That's their first one of the quarter. They've taken a step back, or maybe I should say taken a step in. And there's an answer from the other Rose. Or excuse me, no, that is Avery Potts, number 22, not number 32. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. 52-17, backdoor cut. That's a turnover. Rose was looking for Ashley Dinan. 24 seconds left. Another turnover for Philo.
It's going to be their 19th on the game here. 22 seconds left. See if Tri-Valley can get the last shot. They have 9 turnovers themselves.
And Cagely Shook dove into her coaching staff that was there on the bench trying to save that ball. 17 seconds. Rose is going to play for the last shot of the quarter. And she's near midcourt. Now Dinan, 9 seconds. Rose back up top again, over to Dinan. Will dribble right, throw up a shot with 1 second left. It goes out of bounds almost simultaneously with the buzzer sounding, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play here in Dresden. Lady Scotty's way out in front, 52-17. We'll be right back for the final stanza, the fourth quarter of play. Here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals after a message from our sponsors, Rankin and Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers.
As a locally owned and operated independent insurance agent, Rankin & Rankin values investing in our local communities and students. Best of luck to all the athletes competing this season throughout the Muskingum Valley League.
Hey, this is Sergeant Raz. This is what it's like in the National Guard. Did I mention it was part-time? I give them my time, they pay for my education. We all have family. This is my extended one. What are you doing today? Check out nationalguard.com.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
Getting the fourth quarter underway here on youtube.com/Storied Rivals. Taylor Dupler
That's going to be
commits a foul as she can't get the shot to go inside.
in the game of importance here in the MVL. Sheridan leads John Glenn 30-11 at half, and if Sheridan would win that one, they would clinch the outright MVL championship.
And only one loss on the season for Sheridan. They have been nothing short of amazing.
And that game, they blew a pretty big lead too. I think they were up. They were up considerably, at least 15, and blew that lead in the second half.
Yeah. Taylor Dupler will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Dupler has just 4 points in this game. Almost 5, and that one just rolls off the rim.
She missed her first 2 free throw attempts too, so she's struggling a little bit here. Like to see this one go.
Can't get the second one either. One minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Dement kicks it out to the corner. Howe closes out. And then a nice little shot from just a couple feet away from the basket for Riley Rhodes. She has 5 on the afternoon. Howe kicks it out to Carly Rose. Now Anna Krupa. And they're playing this left side of the floor here. Krupa gets to the middle. Riley Tracy fires away. Too strong. Bounces right to Carly Rose. She'll back it out behind the three-point line, and why not?
That's her 4th 3 for the game. So she's passed Riley Tracy's 3. And now 10 3-pointers for Tri-Valley today.
Taylor Dupler bats that ball.
Nice spin.
Howe can't get it to go. Dupler can't either, but she gets fouled on her second chance.
And that's on Bailey Dement. That's her 4th foul. And Dupler back at the free throw line. She's yet to be successful today. 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
0 for 5, and she shakes her head. She's just not feeling it from the free throw line.
She's getting a little frustrated with
Yeah.
herself. Just natural after you just seeing it not going in for you from the free throw line.
And we have 5 new players in the game for Philo off the substitution. And 0 for 6 for Taylor Dupler, but an offensive rebound.
Nice cut there from Krupa. They just didn't get it to her.
Tracy in the game with 17. Carly Rose has 14. Lexi Howe only 5 points in this one. Hasn't needed to do too much at all, but she'll float one up in the lane. Off back iron, gets her own miss, gets fouled.
Lexi Howe has been the best free throw shooter on this team this year, 75% from the free throw line, so we'll see if she can get a couple to go. Uh-oh.
Off to the side on the first one.
Announcer's curse there, pointing out that she's a good free throw shooter.
And she misses both of them. Dave, come on, man. What are you doing?
I got to quit saying stuff, man. I'm not saying anything else. I just pointed out she's a good free throw shooter, 75%. She bricks them both.
A lot of people will tell you there's no such thing as a commentator's curse, and Riley Tracy again, the active hands.
It feels like it when you're the one involved.
It does. You're so right. You're so right.
Hit it, girl.
Carly Rose, short.
Missed that one.
Krupa gets the rebound, and there's going to be a jump ball, a tie-up.
I thought she was going to get another one.
Rose has 14, Krupa with 9, Dupler 4 points. She's 0 for 6 from the free throw line. Riley Tracy 17, Howe with 5. 5 minutes left in the game. Gonna dump it inside to Caitlin Rose. She'll kick it back out, and that's another turnover.
That's got the total up to 21 turnovers here for Philo. Just a real struggle here against this Tri-Valley defense.
And we're gonna have 5 new subs again. Dan Hilty just doing a platoon swap here.
He's going the Calipari route there, subbing 5 at a time.
Ditmar will try a 3. Leaves it short. Krupa rips away the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. And you see Anna Krupa and Kirsten Harper laughing it off on the court.
Yeah, I mean, it's good sportsmanship there. They were both really trying hard to get that basketball and got tangled up. No bad feelings. Both kids just playing hard.
Krupa a chance to get into double figures on the 1-and-1, and she does. Second one rims out, though. And the rebound, Harper. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in the game. Krupa almost gets a steal. Now she'll run the other way, dive on the floor.
Great hustle there from Krupa.
And Liddick comes away, and now Tri-Valley will reset their offense midway through the 4th. Couple handoffs here, and then Krupa's going to attack the basket. Ditmar's wide open in the corner. She'll drive, float it up, short. Dupler blocked. Kirsten Harper the rebound, and Dupler's going to commit the foul, and that's a frustration foul there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a frustration foul.
That's going to be her 4th, so one more and she'll be done.
She felt like she got fouled on the shot, I think, was her frustration there.
That shot off the side of the backboard from Avery Potts. Lexi Liddick will drive right. Picks up the dribble, backdoor to Boffman. Had Boffman kept dribbling, though, she would have dribbled it right into Liddick. Boffman almost gets it back. Dupler misses the left-handed layup. Boffman fouled, can't put it down. 2 shots for her. Kendall Boffman yet to score for the Lady Scotties tonight, but 2 chances here. Perfect on the first free throw. Ashley Dinan's going to come in for Taylor Dupler. And you see Dupler stepping off the floor. She's a little frustrated.
She's got 4 points, but had some more opportunities that she just didn't capitalize on inside, and some free throws. So a little frustrated there for Taylor, but still nice inside presence, got some rebounds, did some nice defensive work on the interior as well.
And it's good to know that the chances are there. It's not like she's not getting the opportunities.
Exactly.
She's definitely getting the chances. Just tonight, or this afternoon rather, is just not the day. Down to 3 minutes left in the game. Dinan's wide open in the corner. Leaves it a little short. Boffman gets fouled on the putback.
Five new subs again for Philo.
Just trying to make sure that all the girls get some playing time in this game. It is out of reach. Boffman,
and
her 3rd free throw.
Both teams turn around and play again Monday, so, I mean, you've got Sunday off, but again, back at it, both teams again Monday. When you're healthy, you got to play right now. That's been the case here for all these area teams. Nice job there from Boffman, getting 2 more again. 4 for 4 from the line for her for 4 total points, stretching that lead out to 60-19 with just under 3 to go in the ball game.
And there's a foul the other way, and going to the free throw line will be Caitlin Rose.
they called that on Liddick, so that's her second.
Caitlin Rose, high arcing, can't get it to drop. And the lead is up to 41 for the Lady Scotties, 60-19. Can't get the second one to go either. Ditmark gets the bound. Carly Rose has 14 points, stops at the free throw line. Good steal from Amasia Barnett. Tries to gather, can't get the shot up, but it's going to be free throws anyway. As that's the 8th team foul on Tri-Valley.
Barnett 1 of 2 earlier here today from the lines. See if she can get both this time.
Rattles home the first one. And Philo hits 20 points for the afternoon. And she goes 2 for 2. Both of them drop in. 5 points for Amasia Barnett.
Now tied with Rhodes as leading scorer here for Philo.
Carly Rose spins. And what a shot from her. She's had a heck of a game.
Probably the biggest offensive output we've seen from Rose this year.
Barnett will throw one up high. And somehow that lands in the cup.
Nice backdoor cut, just threw it at her feet.
Jump ball possession still favors the team in white, though, as we're inside 2 minutes left in the game. 1 minute, 56 seconds. Tri-Valley leading 62-23. Liddick to inbound underneath the basket, and they'll lob it out, and that's going to be intercepted by Amasia Barnett. Gets all the way to the basket.
Nice job there by Barnett, taking it all the way to the rim.
Barnett has 9 points. We're going to have 5 more subs coming into the game for the final 90 seconds. It'll be less than that once they come into the game for Coach Hilty. Down to 1 minute 20 seconds. And it looks like Tri-Valley's just going to try to keep it away here. Dynan kicks to the corner. Kendall Boffman too strong on a 3, but Rose another offensive rebound. Well, look what I found. He's had a couple of those this afternoon. And we're down to 1 minute. A foul called.
They're going to call that one on Shook. That's her first foul. 10 team fouls. So that's going to be 2 free throws here for Lexi Liddick, who's got a 3-pointer already in this one.
Gets the first one.
It's like a hockey line change
he's
got going on over there.
Yeah, it is. It's a great, great comparison. Perfect comparison.
Liddick gets them both.
Too bad you can't do that like in the middle of play. You just throw players out on the floor.
E5 go.
Get out there quickly. 55 seconds left to go. Philo has surpassed their point total from the last time these two played, only by 3 points. They had 22 back in 2020.
There's a foul there. That's going to be on Ditmar. Bailey Dement going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. 9th team foul against Tri-Valley.
And Dement's been playing with 4 fouls for a long time, and she can't get the front end of the 1-and-1 to go, but it's going to stay with Philo out of bounds off of Dynan.
40.6 ticks left in this one.
And that's going to be a turnover. Only a second came off. It's 39.6. .30 seconds, and it looks like Boffman's just content to stand there up top. But Potts is going to come out and guard her, make her put it on the floor, and Tri-Valley is just going to let this one tick all the way down. Just keep it outside the three-point line. 15 seconds. Tri-Valley going to get their 14th win of the year. 5 seconds. Boffman dribbles the rest of it out. And the Lady Scotties get the win 64-25. 14-3 overall on the year, 7-2 in the Muskingum Valley League. And they'll likely finish second in the Muskingum Valley League.
I got them 15-3 now.
15-3.
15-3.
Could be 15-3. Either way, a great season for. Yeah, you are correct. It is 15-3. But either way, a great season so far for the Scotties, and a good one to get back on track offensively and defensively. I mean, they really put it all together, Dave, and it was a great game.
Yes, they did. I mean, it's just they blitzed them right out of the gates there. The first quarter, it was 25-6. I mean, just everything seemed to be going right for Tri-Valley, and everything wasn't going that well for Philo.
Yes.
Just right off the bat, and that's what you wanted to do, because the last couple of games, they just haven't been sharp, and they wanted to play better. So I'm sure that's one of the goals they got out of today, and they got to get a little rest tomorrow, maybe watch a little Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, and then play Monday. So wrap up the final scoring here. For the Philo Electrics, they're 25 total here today. Olivia Dement with 2. Kirsten Harper with 1. Amasia Barnett with 9. She was the leading scorer there for Philo. Avery Potts with 3. Chloe Irvin with 2. Zoe Dodson with 3. And Riley Rhodes with 5. For the victorious Tri-Valley Scotties, 64 total points today. Lexi Liddick with 5. Lexi Howe with 5. Kendall Boffman with 4. Jamie McLaughlin with 2. And Riley Tracy leading the way here today. Big 17-point effort, and then followed closely there by Carly Rose with 16. Anna Krupa also in double figures with 10. Taylor Dupler with 4. And Eva Ditmar with 1. And I guess the biggest thing that sticks out there, you have 3 players in double figures for Tri-Valley, but none of them happen to be Lexi Howell, who's your leading scorer, coming into the game averaging 15, almost 16 a game, and she only gets 5, but you win decisively.
Decisively is a good word.
Yes.
64-25. She had 25 against Logan on Thursday, but only 5, like you said, and 30 points combined the last 2 games. Kind of maintains that 15 average roughly for her, so it kind of works out, but a big win. And then the next game for Tri-Valley, they're going to be hosting Morgan on Monday, and for Philo, they're going to be hosting Heath. And so the next broadcast here on Storied Rivals will be Monday for Tri-Valley against Morgan, and they'll have one more regular season game after that before they get ready for the tournament here coming up February 20th.
Yeah, really, we've got 2 regular season broadcasts left. 1 girls, which will be Monday, as you pointed out there. And then the following night, Tuesday night, we have John Glenn playing the Tri-Valley boys, who unfortunately took it on the chin last night over at Sheridan. So tie for the MVL championship right now in the boys side of things. So they've got to close out here 3 games in a row here for the Tri-Valley boys. So they've got one tonight at Riverview, and then they've also got John Glenn here Tuesday, which we'll have, and then at Philo next Friday. If they can win those 3, and then assuming Sheridan wins their last, there can be a tie for the MVL championship on the boys' side.
Well, the final score they're here this afternoon is 64-25. The Tri-Valley Lady Scotties improved to 15-3, 7-2 in the MVL. Lady Electrics have now lost 4 of their last 6 games. But that is all from Dresden. For Dave Hilliard, I'm Will Ford, signing off for now. We'll see you on Monday. We want to thank our sponsors, Rankin & Rankin Insurance, the Ohio National Guard, and MVHC, Muskingum Valley Health Centers. Thanks so much for tuning in to high school basketball here on youtube.com/StoriedRivals.